8 maximum, and we'll have it on spec. Ah. The senator dropped his chin onto the steepled fingers of both hands, and the lids drooped over his narrow gray eyes. Doctor, what about keeping it from the Yankees when we deploy it against the Alliance?
Well,
a frown.
Well, they're not as, sophisticated at biotech as we are. Those Luddite fanatics of theirs who keep protesting every time they try to use something, and then again they can't test humans to destruction the way we can. Sloppy. Still, they've got some good people.
The senator looked across to his colleague. She nodded and spoke.
What'll you need? More funding, more personnel, as I said, and experimental subjects, of course. Several hundred humans, assorted gender and age in the post-pubescent range, preferably the same ethnic mix as the target population. Very delicate to get it contagious, but with a fail-safe turnoff. Don't want it becoming a global pandemic, do we?
Photon, no, the senator said. Well, Dr. Melford, certain others will have to be consulted, but unofficially I think you can take it that the project will be approved for further development. He rose. Service to the state.
Glory to the race,
the scientist answered absent-mindedly as the audience left. She was keying the machine again, reviewing the additional resources that would be needed.
Well, how do you like it?
Nice view, the senator said, nodding down from the terrace toward the lake and drawing on his cigarette. The Virunga Biocontrol Institute was built in the hills overlooking Lake Kivu, at the southern edge of the Virunga Range. A century old now, almost as old as Draka's settlements in these volcanic highlands. Low, whitewashed buildings of stone block, roofs of plum-colored tile, almost lost among the vegetation. The gardens were flamboyantly lovely even by the Domination standards. Fertile lava soils and abundant rain in a climate of eternal spring. National parks stretched north and west to the Ituri lowlands, haunt of gorilla and chimp, elephant and hippo and leopard, of the Bambuti pygmies also, left to their old Stone Age existence. Plantations stretched widely elsewhere across the steep slopes, green coffee and tea and sheets of flowers grown for air freighting elsewhere. The air was scented with them, cool and sweet. The city of Arjunanda lay 2,000 feet below by the waters, turned to a model by distance. Buildings white and blue and violet with marble and tile, avenues bordered with jacaranda and colonnades roofed in climbing rose and frangipani. Even the factories and labor compounds that ringed it were comely, bordered by hedge and garden. Sails speckled the waves, and they could see the pleasure boats beating back toward the docks, and dirigibles lying silvery in the waterfront haven.
It's a famous beauty spot,
the woman said with elaborate sarcasm, indicating the sun setting behind the mountains to their right, amid clouds turned to the colors of brass and blood.
No more games, man.
He flicked the butt of the cigarette over the railing. It's just like her to be cold even when she's angry. You can see why our enemies nicknamed us snakes, looking at her. The burning speck fell like a tiny meteor, to lie winking for a second before one of the Institute outdoor serfs arrived to sweep it up. It might work, he said quietly.
It will work. This time your suspicions of biotech don't wash. And this project was my price for supporting your pet schemes.
Granted. They gave each other a glance of cool, mutual hatred and turned again to the view beneath. Shadow was falling across the city and the lake as the first stars appeared above. The streetlights of Arjunanda flicked on in a curving tracery, and the lamps of the plantation manors scattered down the hills. An airship had cast off from the haven, and the 1,000-meter teardrop rose from darkness into light.